aged a lot.
Okay.
I thought it was just the streaming, the bad quality of the internet, but...
Lots of protests.
Oh, shucks. Okay, welcome to the press conference. Please bear with us because we do have interpretation, so we'll interpret the question and then the answer. If you'd like to put your hand up. Neil?
You've had 10 years, 2 quarter-finals for Manchester United. For a club this size, that's not good enough, really, is it? You'll be looking to improve on that, I suppose, this season and the coming seasons.
Of course, yeah. We've, as you say, we have had some very, very good nights and memorable historic nights at the club, and they're the biggest nights of the club. So for me, the aim when we go into this tournament now is of course to go all the way, but we know it's going to be a difficult one, always is, but we've added some experience, some quality, some youth in the squad, and hopefully we are better prepared this year for what's to come.
So, die Frage war, Manchester United war zuletzt nicht sehr erfolgreich in der Champions League. Die Antwort ist, das streben wir dieses Jahr an. Wir haben lange nicht so gut gespielt, aber dieses Jahr ist es, den ganzen Weg zu gehen. Dazu haben wir auch ein paar neue Spieler geholt. Es wird nicht einfach, aber mit diesem Ziel gehen wir in den Wettbewerb.
Paul?
The Champions League obviously kind of unpredictable tournament. How important is it to have the experience that the likes of that your new signings have got, particularly Cristiano and Rafael?
That's a fine. I think sometimes, you can go far with the youth as well in different games. Some games, the experience, of course, will have to play its part. In other games, you need that youthfulness and courage, and tomorrow it's going to be a bounce in there. The atmosphere is going to be electric. So of course we need players to have that experience, to calm it down and manage the game properly.
Die Frage war, die Champions League ist ein unvorhersehbarer Wettbewerb. Wie wichtig ist da die Erfahrung, die dazugekommen ist mit den neuen Spielen? Und er sagt dann, ja, manchmal geht es mit der Jugend, manchmal braucht es aber auch die Erfahrung. Morgen in Bern bei dieser Atmosphäre, die elektrisch sein wird, braucht es beides, die richtige Mischung.
Sam?
David, you've been a player that your teammates have looked up to for a number of years. Cristiano Ronaldo's now come to club. How much of an impact has he had on the dressing room so far?
Well, it's great to have Cristiano back at home. I think he shows already from the first day when we played at Old Trafford the impact already. He scored 2 goals, very important goals for us. And as you know the qualities, but I think they are talking before. The experience of Cristiano is amazing. So it's great for us. It's a legend here in the club already. So it's great to have him back. It's massive for us.
So, die Frage ist, wie David De Gea, also erfahrener Spieler, den Einfluss von Cristiano Ronaldo gerade auch in der Garderobe bewertet. Er sagt, Ronaldo hat bereits gezeigt, was er kann mit den beiden Toren, und er bringt großartige Erfahrung mit. Es ist toll, ihn hier zu haben in der Mannschaft.
Thanks. Ollie, we often talk, don't we, about how teams need to accumulate experience and need to have disappointments in the Champions League before they finally make that step. Do you think the squad that you've got now has actually got that within it already?
Yeah, we've had enough disappointments, that's for sure. We had some big moments, of course, but this team now has grown and matured over the last few seasons, I have to say. That was always the plan, that we, in call it 3 years' time, back in the day when I came in, that we have a squad that we can look around with experience and quality that we could challenge. And with players like David next to me here, Harry had a couple of years here now. We're getting the spine in the team, and you can see with experience and quality. And of course with Rafael and Cristiano coming in, they add that not last bit, of course. You can never say if it's the last bit, but they added something extra that you have to buy unless you win it 4 times yourself. So we've learned. We definitely learned. The group is special, I have to say. As a unit, they look after each other. The atmosphere is really good, and that's going to stand us in good stead, definitely.
So man sagt, dass eine Mannschaft wachsen muss, damit sie große Erfolge feiern kann. Ob das so auch teilt, diese Einschätzung. Und sagt, ja klar, sie haben ein paar Enttäuschungen erlebt, aber unterdessen ist die Mannschaft wirklich erfahrener, reifer geworden. Das war das Ziel, als gekommen ist. Sie hatten bereits David De Gea, haben Harry Maguire, die seit ein paar Jahren dabei sind. Jetzt haben sie das gewisse extra noch dazu gekauft mit Varane und Ronaldo. Und sagt, es ist eine spezielle Gruppe, eine Mannschaft, die zueinander schaut und die bereit ist für die Aufgaben, die kommen.
David?
Hi, Ole. We all saw what Cristiano can do on the pitch on Saturday still, but apparently off the pitch he's having just as big an influence. Lee Grant was saying in an interview that all the players refused to have dessert at the team hotel on Friday night. I mean, does that, all joking aside, does that show the impact he has as a off the field as well, the way he can influence players?
That's obviously a joke by Granty in a setting with some mates or ex-players. Of course, it's not like we lived with junk food before Cristiano came and he changed it all. But of course, I think he's proven over the years how to look after himself, and I think he'll be an example for many of the players how to look after yourself and how to prolong your career. Because I said it myself when you retire, you look back at that's the best time of your life. So to stay in the game as long as you can, be professional. Have a good attitude, and when you're done, then you can let yourself go as I've done now.
Die Frage ist nach dem Einfluss von Cristiano Ronaldo nach dem Platz. In einem Interview wurde gesagt, dass die Mannschaft schon kein Dessert mehr gegessen habe im Teamhotel aufgrund seines Einflusses. Der Manager sagt, das sei natürlich ein Witz gewesen. Sie haben schon vorher professionell agiert, aber Ronaldo ist natürlich ein Beispiel, der zeigt, wie man seine Karriere verlängern kann. Er hat das als Spieler selber erfahren. Es ist die beste Zeit des Lebens, die man ausnutzen kann, und dann kann man sich gehen lassen.
James?
Well, Ollie, just following on from that, obviously there's a huge aura around Cristiano, and obviously people know if they play with him, he's going to enhance their prospects of success. Do you think his influence can extend to help them to convince the likes of Paul to stay here, and that there's no better place over the next few years for him?
Yeah, well, it's up to us now to get results and to prove to ourselves that we can win trophies, because I think everyone who signs for Man United want to win trophies, who want to be part of a winning Man United. That's the most magical feeling in the world, to be part of a winning Man United team. So, yeah, I think everyone's just focusing on doing their best, and let's see where we go.
Die Frage war, ob Cristiano Ronaldo auch helfen kann, Spieler zum Verbleib zu bewegen bei Vertragsverhandlungen. Die Antwort ist, ja, sie haben es selber in der Hand, erfolgreich zu sein, Teil eines gewinnenden Manchester Uniteds zu sein, und dann kommt das von selber, dass die Spieler Lust haben, hier zu bleiben und zu verlängern.
Simon?
Hi, back of the room, as like the old days. Ollie, what's the situation with Edinson Cavani and his fitness? And a question for David. Obviously, we've seen the competition between you and Dean Henderson. Does that drive you on? Does that make you a better goalkeeper? Have you found your levels lifting since he's come back to the club?
You can start.
I think I played here with many great keepers. All of my career in Manchester, it's been like Sergio, like Valdez, Anders. It's been great keepers always here in the club. I think not always in the fight between keepers. It's fighting between the players. We always try to bring the best players, so it's going to be always fighting for a position. So that's Manchester United. Try to be ambitious and bring the best players, and then try to fight for your position. So that's football, that's Manchester United, and this is everything.
Eddie is hopefully back with us soon. He had a slight strain during the international week after the in-house game we played. So he's working hard to get back. Sorry?
Where is the strain?
That doesn't really matter.
So, Edison Cavani ist nicht so schwer verletzt, er arbeitet an seiner Rückkehr, hat sich leicht verletzt in der Länderspielpause und David De Gea sagt zur Konkurrenz mit Dean Henderson, dass er schon bei Manchester United schon mit vielen guten Torhütern zusammengespielt hat und den Platz gekämpft hat. Das macht Manchester United aus, das macht den Ehrgeiz aus, den die Mannschaft hat, den er hat und er stellt sich diesem Kampf natürlich.
Yeah, Ole, how impressed have you been by young boys analysing their matches against Ferencváros?
Well, it's not just the Ferencváros games we have analysed. I think they have really come into form in the league as well. I thought the Zurich game was really impressive with the start Zurich had to the competition, and they were very convincing. Energetic, athletic, attacking minded, some players now who've broken into the Swiss team, who have been really impressive, and we know it's going to be a very difficult game. And also, it's a little bit, I know, of course, being from Norway, knowing about AstroTurf more than anything, it's always a little bit of an advantage at home. But we should be able to deal with the pitch really well.
Die Frage war nach den Young Boys Bern und er sagt, sie haben natürlich viele Spiele analysiert, nicht nur die Qualifikationsspiele gegen Ferencváros, auch das Zürich-Spiel. Dort war er beeindruckt, mit welcher Energie IB gespielt hat, wie athletisch sie waren, wie angriffsorientiert sie waren. Es wird ein schwieriges Spiel und dazu kommt den Kunstrasen, den er als Norweger natürlich kennt, der ist immer ein bisschen ein Vorteil für das Heimteam.
Hi Ollie, just on Paul, he's had 7 assists already this season. It's more than he had last season and the season before. What do you put that down to? Is it something that he's done? Is it something that you've done to get the best out of him?
No, Paul's come back in good shape and he's worked really hard over the summer. He came back lean and fit. But how do you what does an assist consist of? So a square pass to Bruno and Bruno hits the top corner, or when Paul plays a great pass through and Mason runs past. So Paul's always been a top passer of the ball, and we know that he's one of the best passers of the ball in European football. So he's probably not got assists from his best passes this season. So I don't count assists at all. That's just social media and all this, or media. But Paul's played well, that's for sure.
Angesprochen auf die vielen Assists und Paul Pogba sagt er kam in Form zurück aus der Sommerpause. Die Frage ist auch, was macht einen guten Assist aus? Und sie wussten immer, dass er einer der besten Passgeber der Liga ist. Und er wird das auch weiterhin unter Beweis stellen, wenn er in dieser Form bleibt.
I would give Anthony Martial an assist to Jesse's. It's that he leaves the ball like York and Cole. It's just there's so much more than stats in
mine in the third goal.
Yeah, David should have had one to Mason.
Yeah, yeah. I think David deserves one for that one. They can try.
Okay, any more questions? Last one over there then.
Yes. The Swiss national team had a good campaign at the European Championships, beating France. And recently there were 4 players in the World Qualifiers from Young Boys International squad. What is your opinion in general about Swiss football?
Very impressed by the reaction in the game against France. When they were 3-1 down, and you can see the quality there when they turned that game round, but also the whole tournament. And myself, I've played a couple of games against, or been a manager for Molde. We played Basel, and I think they've been more and better, of course. And the game against Italy now was impressive as well. So, and you've got some very good players, and of course, a few of them play against us tomorrow, which I've been impressed by. The young boy in midfield, he's got, I'm sure he runs about 15 kilometers every game, Abisher. So it's energy and the quality.
So, er war beeindruckt von der Reaktion der Schweizer Mannschaft nach dem 1:3 gegen Frankreich, wie sie das Spiel noch gewendet haben. Als Manager von Molde hat er auch gegen Basel gespielt, hat jetzt auch das Qualifikationsspiel gegen die Schweiz gesehen und war dann auch von Michel Aebischer beeindruckt, von dem er sagt, er läuft sicher mindestens 15 Kilometer pro Spiel.
Okay, last question from Neil and then one from Simon and then we're done.
Sonos always used to talk about how difficult it was to go away in the Champions League and then perform at the Optimum the weekend in a big Premier League game. Do you feel now you have the numbers, the squad and the quality to be able to do that, to mix the team up so you're able to keep that level Wednesday to Saturday?
Yeah, I can't look at the squad and say, we play the game in midweek and we're tired. No, of course players should be able to. They're fitter now, and we've been very robust over the years and improved a lot, I have to say. And the way we dealt with the pandemic situation, with the games coming thick and fast in the squad, I was really pleased with. But with the ones we've signed as well, I've got to say that. It's easier to rotate, definitely, and I've told the team that as well. I do trust the members of the squad.
So, die Frage ist, wie die Mannschaft den Rhythmus halten kann mit diesen Auswärtsspielen unter der Woche, dann wieder Ligaspiel am Wochenende. Und er sagt, ja, er hat das Team zusammen, mit dem er diese Balance findet. Die Spieler sind fitter, sie sind robuster. Und während der Pandemie haben sie sich auch daran gewöhnt, viele Spiele in kurzer Zeit zu machen. Und es ist sicher einfacher jetzt zu rotieren, und das hat er der Mannschaft auch gesagt.
And there's nothing better than getting a rhythm and into the rhythm of playing, recovering, playing, recovering. That's probably the best time when we get the best football as well. You get that rhythm in your play.
Es gibt nichts Besseres, als in diesen Rhythmus zu kommen, spielen, erholen, spielen, erholen.
Last question, Simon.
For David, you've started the season in great form. How are you feeling? Obviously, you want to start every single match, and you must. Well, how are you feeling? I guess.
Well, I feel very well. I feel strong. I feel confident. Sorry. So yeah, I feel very happy at the club, with my teammates, with the manager, with the staff, with everyone. So yeah, just keep training with my 100% every day. Put my focus, my experience for the team, for the young lads, and try to help all the time. So be here for the team, and say I feel very, very well.
Also er wurde nach dem guten Start gefragt und er sagt, ja, er fühle sich stark, selbstsicher, ist glücklich mit den Kollegen, mit dem Manager, mit dem Staff, und er will seine Erfahrung, die er hat, hier einbringen an auch seine jüngeren Kollegen, damit das gut kommt, damit sie erfolgreich sind.
Okay, thank you everybody.
Thank you. See you later.